sir.
Yeah, sure. You can put that on the floor. Right?
Yeah.
You can cut it up yourself.
Yeah.
Just cut for a second. Let's start off there. What is the Sprinklr Way?
The Sprinklr Way is who we are and how we do things. It's just us codified.
I think of the Sprinklr Way as the cultural roadmap for how we work, how we live, and how we are.
It's about our values, it's about leadership expectations, our operating principle, and what defines us as human beings.
What is that DNA? What do our feathers look like? What lets you know whether you belong in this flock?
In a company of our size, there are so many near-death experiences. You know, the chances of one surviving is very low probability. And by the way, there's been many things that if we would have gone one way or another, it could have totally changed the outcome.
Wait, so you were here for that whole Nike story of like him flying out in the middle of the heroic story?
Yes. We were blown away that they were thinking of uprooting all of this work that we had just done, that their agency had done. This was not a small deployment. This was huge.
So I get a call from Murley at like 8:30. Or 9 o'clock at night, and says, dude.
You called him dude, is that right?
I call him dude, yeah.
I call everyone dude, so I get it back.
Dude, it's over.
Nike's not going with us.
Dude, this is a done deal.
Process is complete.
Dude, she was very firm.
Like, what do you mean the process is complete? So then I'm sitting on a plane headed to Portland, not knowing who I was going to meet or where I was going and whether she would even meet me.
At that point, I had already found out that I think her name is Marianne. She's not going to be in the office. And I told him probably the right thing for him to do is come back. But I don't think he took my advice.
So I land. Turns out that she'd taken the day off. I tracked her down and says, Marianne, I'm here. All I asked was like 10 minutes of your time. I'll meet you anywhere. She's like, okay, you probably a nut job. I'll meet you at a coffee shop. And on the plane, I had made this deck. And it goes, I didn't spend 45 minutes at 11 p.m. last night finding a flight that gets me here by 1 p.m. and cancel all my meetings for the day, piss off 13 people in that process, and leave at 4 a.m. without saying goodbye to my 2 kids to ask Nike for money. I don't want you to lose the $3.7 million you invested and risk a failed enterprise social media management platform rollout. And I don't want the world to be deprived of its largest implementation of social at scale. And I said, Nike, just do it. Well, they became one of our largest clients since. Never, ever, ever give up.
If you believe in something, you ought to give your 100% to it, right? And any failure or any kind of distraction cannot take you out of that path.
It's okay, be fearless.
What we were trying to do is very rare, right? It doesn't happen. As I told you, the odds of creating Sprinklr kind of success is 0.07%. It is hard. It is supposed to be hard. So don't get dejected. Keep going, right? So we will feel sad. We'll know what not. I mean, did you think it will be easy? No. So you are telling your brain back and back, dude, it was not supposed to be easy. If it is easy, then everybody will be doing that.
You know, there are only two kinds of people in this world. If you're not fixing something, you're complaining, even if you don't verbalize it to someone. Complainers don't create anything. Fixers usually don't have time to complain. We're a group of people that are constantly going like, what's broken? Like, it doesn't matter who broke it, but what's broken, how do I put it back together? They're the ones that move the world forward.
What made us great was passion for customers, passion for innovation, you know, and doing whatever it takes.
We were on site every week. So I literally would fly out to Portland, see the beautiful carpet, and head out to Beaverton, and then I'd fly back on the weekends.
We once spent $300,000 trying to make a $30,000 customer happy, and we didn't have the money.
Every day I keep telling myself that whatever we are doing, I think we have to add value to our customers.
I started out at Microsoft as part of the team that brought in Sprinklr. I think one of the core values that came out at the time that I witnessed as a client was this notion that I've come to understand now as, sprinkle, don't shout. Our account representatives were super patient with us and helped us kind of understand the platform and the breadth and depth of the platform without selling us. So we actually kind of matured in our understanding of what the platform could do over the years, which is very rare. Because, I've dealt with a lot of vendors. Vendors want to sell, upsell, upsell, as they should. But I think it's a very nuanced understanding that's become internalized and as a cultural value at Sprinklr of sprinkling and not shouting, and just really having that restraint to really, allow your customer to grow.
Sprinkle, don't shout. Keep moving forward. You can't replicate and scale success unless you know why you're successful. For 7 years, Sprinklr grew like crazy. We were tripling, doubling, but we hadn't distilled and coded the principles that made it successful. And we put in a lot of time to do that. And that really has set the stage for us to become who we are destined to become.
What's amazing about Sprinklr is the people.
What's amazing about Sprinklr is how dedicated the people are, not just to what we do, but to each other also.
I think if there's one thing which we can leave behind is Sprinklr Way. Sprinklr will be one of those first companies to really practice its culture day in and day out. And we want to prove it to the world that, your culture, if it is really strong, that's all you need.
The reason I decided to join is because I think we can build something that will last. I think there is an opportunity for some of us that will be so lucky to tell our children and grandchildren, I was part of that team that built that company that now is, one of the largest companies on the planet.
Sprinklr is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We are in the right industry, the right company, with the right leadership team and the right people at the right time. We have some of the most beloved brands, and as customers, I can truly say that. I can say we've got, as customers, some of the most loved brands. And the intelligence and what we enable with the platform is part of making those brands beloved.
The success and the growth of Sprinklr is written in the stars. It's not up for debate.